Dad, I'm at the police station. My stepdad beat me and filed a report saying I attacked him. The cops believe him, not me. His voice cracked. He tried to sound brave, but I could hear the tremor, the kind that comes from fear. Fear of being powerless. Which officer? I asked, my tone calm. Sergeant Miller. Sit tight. 20 minutes. I didn't call a lawyer. I didn't need one. I put on my uniform, captain's badge shining under the fluorescent light. The same badge that once made my son proud before his mother left, taking him and marrying that parasite. When I walked into the station, the chatter died. Miller looked up from his desk, color draining from his face. Captain, I didn't know. I cut him off. 15 minutes, alone, with his stepdad. He swallowed hard. He's all yours, sir. People think revenge is loud, guns, shouts, chaos. It isn't. Real revenge is silent, calculated, like a surgeon cutting out rot with precision. When my ex-wife left, I told her she could have the house, the car, the silence. I only asked for weekends with my son. She smiled, one of those practiced smiles women wear when they're already halfway gone. Her new husband, Daniel, former real estate agent, current fraud in human form, played the charming gentleman. He'd shake my hand at drop-offs, calling me sir like respect could be faked. My son once told me Daniel tried teaching him how a real man behaves. That's when I knew the boy's spirit was being chipped away. Then came the bruises. First, bike accidents, then training injuries. The kid stopped making eye contact when I asked questions. That's when I started watching Daniel instead. I learned to spot liars long before I earned my badge. Same patterns every time. Deflection, charm, arrogance. He had all three. I didn't confront him. I waited. Collected evidence quietly. Photos, hospital records, voice recordings. I knew it would come to this day. I didn't know it would come this soon. When I entered the interrogation room, Daniel sat there, hands cuffed, smirk plastered across his face. He didn't recognize me immediately. The overhead light flickered. My son was in the next room, watched by a junior officer. "Evening, Daniel," I said. That smirk faltered. "Oh, Captain, I didn't realize you were—" "You hit my son," I said flatly. "Then you filed a false report. You lied to my department." He chuckled nervously. "It was a misunderstanding. The boy, he got—" I leaned closer. "Say the boy again." He swallowed. Silence. I placed my phone on the table and pressed play. His voice came through. Angry, slurred. "If you tell your real dad I hit you again, I'll make sure you regret it." His eyes widened. I let the silence stretch until it hurt. Then I slid a file toward him. Photographs, medical reports, bank transfers. I'd built a case that could ruin him from every angle. "Do you know what happens when a man files a false police report against the captain's son?" I asked. He tried to speak, but his lips trembled too much to form words. I leaned back, calm. "You think beating a kid makes you powerful? It doesn't. It makes you disposable." His face paled. What are you going to do to me?" "Nothing," I said softly. "The system will." I pushed a signed arrest warrant toward Miller, who stood behind the one-way mirror, watching every word. "You'll be charged with assault, child endangerment, falsifying a police report, and obstruction. Your record's done. Your license is gone. Your marriage, over." He started shaking, the same way cowards do when their lies catch up. I leaned forward, voice low. "You wanted to be a father figure. Congratulations. You just taught my son what happens when men hide behind lies." Then I stood, straightened my uniform, and opened the door. Miller nodded respectfully. "He's all yours for the night, Captain." I looked back once. Daniel was already breaking, head in hands, muttering apologies no one cared to hear. Outside, my son sat on a bench, eyes red but dry. He looked up at me. Am I in trouble? I shook my head. Not anymore. He stared at my uniform, then at me. You scared them. No, I said quietly. I reminded them who they're supposed to protect. He hesitated, then whispered, Can I stay with you tonight? I nodded. You're home now. Later, as he slept on my couch, I stood by the window, the city lights flickering like distant memories. Revenge isn't always about rage. Sometimes it's about restoration, making the world align with justice again. Daniel would spend the night in a cell, his reputation crumbling by morning. My ex-wife would see the reports, the recordings, the truth she ignored for too long. I didn't feel triumph, just order. My son's voice echoed in my mind. They believed him, not me. Not anymore. Tonight the badge didn't just serve justice, it restored something far greater, my son's trust. And that, I realized, was the sweetest revenge of all.